Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to film for you my 17 by 2017, and today is Christmas morning. I'm getting ready to go over to my family's house and have a nice day with my family, but I wanted to go ahead and film this 17 by 2017. Now what I wanted to do with this is basically pick products, some that are already in my makeup use up goals for 2016, which I actually just filmed, and I'm not sure what's going to go up first. Probably the makeup goals, just because some of these products are going to be from that. And then I tried to also go off of some of the other goals that I have that I didn't pick out products for in my makeup use up, mostly because they're not makeup products, but I do have goals in other categories for hair care and skin care and things like that. I actually did not pick any skincare for this project. I actually just picked some hair care products, which, thinking about it now, is a little bit of an oversight on my part, but I will definitely be working through some skincare things as well, and you'll see those things in my empties. I do have a lot of products spanning over the makeup use up, my 16 in 2016, which is a lippy project, but I do still plan to do some seasonal projects, which might include some things that are not in any of these projects. Depends on how well I do and how crazy I want to get, even more than I already am so far for next year. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into this, and it's going to be in no particular order. I kind of just have everything out in front of me. But I will go with the hair care stuff first because I do have those in front of me. I have not marked anything. Well, I've marked a couple of things, but I've not marked everything, and I will do that before I start using these products. I am going to start my start time as of the first of the year, even if I'm using some of these products now, because this is wanting to see how much progress I can make in a year's time. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start with my first product, which is the TG Catwalk Curl Collection Curlesque, and this is the latest as far as I know packaging, but it's been like this for several years. This used to be in a blue packaging. This is called Curls Rock Amplifier, and this used to be my holy grail when I used to scrunch my hair a lot. I don't have curly hair, but I have naturally wavy hair. As you can see, this is just air dried. So you can see that I have a natural wave, and I do like to make it a little bit more curly sometimes. If I had to guess, this is probably to about here, and I do have another one of these, so I did want to go ahead and try and start using this again because I haven't used it in some time. The next product I have is mostly for when I straighten my hair, but it's really nice also when my hair is just like this, just to give it a little bit of sleekness and a little bit of shine. And this again was another holy grail product for me when I used to straighten my hair a lot. And this is the Bedhead by TG. This is the biggie size, but this is the After Party Smoothing Cream for silky, shiny, healthy looking hair. And as you can see, I am up to here. It's one of the pumps. You don't need very much of this, so this will take me a while to go through. So I did want to put this in this 17 by 2017 to try and finish up. And for days when I don't want to go so curly, because this is something that I tend to not reach for at all, I bought it because I didn't want to go as curly as the Curls Rock Amplifier makes my hair. I just kind of wanted a nice body to my hair to kind of define what I already have naturally. And this is the Herbal Essences Tousling Mousse, Tousle Me Softly, and I can just put this in my hair getting out of the shower after I use my hair oils and conditioners and things like that. So I'm really going to try to work on using this. This is pretty much a full bottle. I probably used it a couple times. So I don't know where this is to market. I won't know where this is to market, but I am going to keep trying to make progress on this. The next product I have, just because it's sitting in front of me, is actually a candle. I do have some goals to use up some candles this year. So I think I said 6 because I wanted to burn 2, one every 2 months. And so this is the Bath and Body Works candle in sweater weather. I don't know why I'm trying to show it to you, but this smells awesome. The notes, it says cuddle up with an aromatic blend of eucalyptus, juniper berry, and fresh sage. It celebrates the arrival of sweater weather. But I think that this is a very nice scent to burn all year round. I live in Florida, so there is no sweater weather. So if I can remind myself of sweater weather, at least with a candle, I want to do that. I obviously want to do that. The next product that I have is a perfume, and this is a Taylor Swift Wonderstruck perfume, and I am actually starting right here. In my goals, my master goals, that I said I wanted to use up some full-sized perfumes, and I had said I wanted to use up 3 full-sized. When I counted my perfumes, I did count this as a full size because this is a full size that you can buy in the store. This isn't a sample or a deluxe sample, even though it is the smallest. I think it's that, what, 1 fluid ounce, but it's still one of the sizes that you can purchase in the store, so I do consider this a full size. But I did pick this because of its size. I didn't want to tackle 3.4 fluid ounce full bottles of perfume for this year, so I picked that one. And the next one is also a perfume, and I'm very excited to use this one because I haven't used it in some time because I've been focusing on so many other things. But this is my Britney Spears Fantasy perfume. If I had to guess, this is probably, just nostalgia wise, like my all-time favorite perfume. I love it so much, and I am not going to mark this because I really like the bottle, but it's right about this line of rhinestones here if you hold it flat. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that is my measuring point, and I am going to try and use that up in 2016. The next thing is another hair care that I didn't have over with the other ones, but this is the Sunkissed Blonde Lemon Highlights Highlight Activating Citrus Oil Mist from OGX, or is that like Pure Organics or something like that? And it says Beauty Pure OGX and Simple, so I'm not sure. But this is what this looks like, and I'm starting up here, and I tend to not spray a lot of oils in my hair because I do get very greasy up top, especially when I'm a little on the darker side when my roots are there. It almost looks greasy. See, now my hair is freshly washed and it almost looks greasy. So I don't, see, it just doesn't have a whole lot of body, but I just want to try and use this up and just use this in the lower part of my hair, which is where I'm blonde anyways, so definitely want to highlight those areas of blonde, and this is a highlight activating citrus oil mist, so that will help with that, and I'm going to try and use that up for the year. The next product I have is a facial mist, and this is in my 2016 makeup use-up goals. This is the Arbonne Aroma Essentials Unwind Rejuvenating Body Mist, and I'm just going to use this in the morning. I always spray my face with a toner or with a face spray, and then I go in with my moisturizer, and then I go in with my primer, and then I go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and try and use this up for the year. I'm starting right about here, and again, I'm going to mark these products later. The next product I want to use up is a full bottle of my Tarte Pure Maracuja oil. It's actually not full. It's starting like right here. But I have been using this for several weeks every night, and that's as far as I've gotten. So we'll see. It seems like I should be able to use this up, but I only use it every night, and I've not gotten very far in a couple weeks. So we'll see. The next product I want to use up is Pure Instinct. These are like essential oils, and I really like the smell of these. This is like a pheromone type product, and I did get this at a passion party, but I really enjoy the scent. I like to put it under perfumes, and it really enhances the scent. I can't say that my husband is any more attracted to me when I wear this than when he's not, but or that I have men flying at me from down the street, but I do enjoy the combination that this gives with most of my perfumes and just by itself. So I want to try and use these up. The applicator is a little bit difficult because it's just this little I guess glass stick, and then the drop comes off of it. So I really kind of just put some on my finger and put it on my wrist, pressure points and things like that. So I do want to use that up this coming year. The next product I picked is it's one more product that I didn't show in my makeup use up goals for my nail polish goals for the year to use up. I think I said 6. So this is the L'Oreal polish in the color Masked Affair. I really love this polish, and so what I'm really proud of for this year is that I've picked 4 to 5 really good polishes for me, polishes that I know I want to use, and that's going to pose a problem for me down the road where I mean, all the polishes that I have I like, but they're ones that I would just put on every now and again, nothing that I would want to use over and over again, at least not just looking at them until I start using them. So it's going to pose a problem for me down the road when I don't have those colors that I want to go to. I might get stuck in some ruts trying to finish up some polish in the future. But for this year, I'm going to go with what I know I like and some pinks, and then this color, which is actually, if you can see it, I don't know that you can, but it's a holographic color. So when I'm using this, I'll try to post some pictures of how this looks on my nails. The next 2 products are in my makeup use up goals video, and one of them is my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel in the color brunette. I can kind of see where this is, so I'm going to try and mark this and just kind of see, but I think that the product might actually be lower than even where you can see holes in the product, so I'm just going to mark it there, and if I'm lower, I'm lower, and we'll see how far I can get with that. And the next is my Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I've seen some people really struggle to go through this. This is full. I have another one of these, so I figured I'd give myself the whole year to try and use this up in this project rather than throwing it into a seasonal project down the line, because I want to give myself the maximum amount of time to try and use this up. The next product is MAC Prep and Prime, and this is in the color Light Boost. I did just finish up the Radiant Rose, and I really did enjoy that under my eyes, but I think I have realized that these are not necessarily worth the money with the drugstore ones that are on the market. So I'm going to see how I feel about this yellow toned one. And but as far as the pink tone one that was in my 6 by Christmas, I really feel like that has some pretty decent dupes in the drugstore with a salmony peach kind of pink color. So we'll see how I feel about this yellow toned one this year, see how long it takes me to get it used up. I have not used it at all, so I might have cranked it up a little bit, but I haven't used it on my face, so there's definitely a full amount of product in here. And the last couple, I think 3, are going to target my eyeshadow goals for the year. Originally, I said in my master goals that I wanted to use up singles and colors in quads, but I'm going to go ahead and be a little lenient on myself and since I do have a Pan That palette going on, I wanted to give myself credit for finishing up some of those as within my makeup use up goals and within my master goals and my 17 by 2017. I wanted to give myself credit in there other than just with my Pan That palette. So I decided to choose some shadows from my Pan That palette, and so the first one that I want to use up from the Comfort Zone palette is obviously this one that I've already hit pan on, and this is the crease shadow. And this is the crease shadow in this palette, so I do want to try and finish this up this year. The next shadows that I want to use up come from my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and I'm not going to show this because I did make a little more progress since I did my Pan That palette update, and I don't want to do any spoilers. So I am going to try and use up Heaven, which is the white brow bone shade that I am panning in this palette, and also Push Up, which is that bronzy kind of color that's right in the middle of the first row over here of shadows. So I'm sorry I'm not showing it, but I do have some more progress and I didn't want to ruin that. So that is my 17 by 2017. I'm going to try my best to do as much progress as I can on these products in 2017. I haven't decided because I don't know, I don't have faith in myself that I'm going to finish up any of these products, so I haven't lined up anything to pull in. I haven't even really thought about pulling any other products in, but certainly if I do finish up a product or if I pull a product out, I will be replacing it with something. I just don't know what yet, so I haven't made any of those kinds of goals. I am not sure how often I'm going to update this project. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I don't know what I'm going to jump in on as far as seasonal challenges and things like that. I know that my makeup use up, I think I'm going to try and update every 4 months. So maybe I will update this project every 2 months, and then I will have 6 updates in a year, and I will have some pretty good progress every 2 months to show you guys. And other than my Pan That palette, which I'm going to try and do, maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do my Pan That palette every 2 months since I have shadows in this project. I will go ahead and do my Pan That palette update to coincide with this. They'll go up together, pretty close together, but they'll be 2 separate videos. I won't show the progress for those shadows even though they're in this project. I won't show the progress for those shadows in these update videos, and then very soon we'll follow my Pan That palette update, and I will show the progress for my 2017 as well as my progress towards my Pan That palette goals as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. Let me know how you guys like my product choices or what I'm choosing to do for the coming year. I hope you guys have a very happy new year, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.